What's up, you guys? The Ethereal Tarot Reader coming to you with your pick a card. This week pick a card is what impressions you make on your boss. So take what apply, leave the rest. Timestamp going to be in the description box and message box. And whatever you're watching this reading for, entertainment, clarity, insight, hopefully you could get it in this reading. And shout out to my subscribers new and old for all you do for the channel and for me. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. We have 3 piles. For pile number 1, this will be your deck. If you want an object, you have the amethyst here. It's a raw piece of amethyst. For pile number 2, you have this deck. You have the clear quartz that goes with it as well. Raw piece of clear quartz. For pile number 3, this is your deck. And you get the lapis lazuli. A raw piece of lapis lazuli. So again, take what apply, leave the rest. A boss could be anybody. I am doing a boss like as far as your job. But a boss could be somebody that is looked at as your husband, your wife, your mother, your father, a auntie, a grandmother, somebody that have some type of say-so in your life. So if this doesn't go according to you thinking like, oh, this is not going on at my job, this could be going on in your personal life. So take what apply and leave the rest. And I'll see you in pile number 1. Okay, pile 1, if you pick this deck, or if you pick this raw amethyst, this is your pile. I'm sure you've seen the title, what impression you make on your boss. Take what apply, leave the rest. And hopefully whatever you're watching is a reading for, you are able to get it. Now, I was explaining in the intro how a boss could be looked at as somebody, if it's not around your work, this could be somebody that has some type of authority in your life. It could also be like a husband, a wife, a mother, a father, a sibling, or older sibling, or grandparent, somebody with authority in your life. So we're going to see, as far as career-wise, what impression you make on your boss, but this also could correlate to other avenues in your life, okay? So the energy that wanted to come out but didn't pop out, it's like you have like a big dick energy, like you're a boss in of yourself. You're very independent, and you somebody that is like looked at as a boss. So your boss look at you as a boss. So let's see, on the bottom of the deck you have progress. Top of the deck you have short term. Okay, so I will use these cards to kind of... I just did this reading and I scrapped your reading because it was toxic and it was long. So I said, let me scrap it and get new energy, see what energy comes out. Because I haven't done a reading for you guys in a long time. And I didn't want that reading to come out as just overall toxic. This card came out in pile number 2 of your original reading though. So get back to this. What impressions you make on your boss. The impressions you make on your boss, some of you could be, this is going to be for a small amount of you guys, I believe. You guys could be somebody who work on the sea. You can work on cruise ships. You can be somebody that is a dock mate, or you somebody that's a shipmate. You do some type of nautical type of work. Some of you could also be somebody that's a photographer, somebody that's a vlogger, a blogger, somebody that's an influencer, somebody that is very good with like taking images. You probably have to take images. You could be an advertisement. However it works out for you guys. Now, your boss see you that you are at this job, and it's like a means to an end. Like you're not going to be at this job long. It's like some of you are just here as a side job, or somebody that is going to like take off on them. And this reading, this message came out in your original reading. Not this card, but this message came out. Your boss, so the first impression that you give to your boss, if you're somebody new on this job, like if you've never been in this field and they have to train you, you are somebody who's enjoying your work. You're enjoying learning. You're enjoying what you're discovering as you go. Like every day could be something, you learn something new, or you could be somebody that is an apprentice or intern, and your boss see that you do have this boss type energy, so they are giving you more type of responsibilities and you are enjoying this. This is the impression you give off to your boss. Some of you could be working with Some of you could have gone back to an old job or working for your old boss again, just to see if it will work out, or to get a second chance. Yeah, some of you went back to an old job, and your boss see you as somebody that is a boss. You are enjoying what you're learning, but you are somebody that could just pick up and leave. Like, you're not somebody who is going to be tied down to this job. So if you left one time, your boss think that you will leave another time. You will leave again. Now the next oracle you have out here is some of you could be like into, you could be an earth sign. Some of you could be into, let's see, your boss, the first impression you give on your boss is like you like to learn new things. You don't like to have like stagnated a stagnated job or things that you're not learning. You want to advance in your job. Your boss have that impression of you. It's like you are somebody who like to learn. You want to learn new things. You want to have like different experiences. You don't want something that is, what is the word? You don't want something that is tedious. You don't want a tedious job. You're not somebody who is going to stay at a job that's tedious for very long. Some of you, again, could be like very new on this job. Your boss also, the first impression you give to your boss is that you are somebody who could bring new perspective to this job. You are somebody who could bring a new outlook, somebody who could bring things to the job. Say, for instance, if the job is running one way, you could come into this job and see how it's running and implement things and have it run better. It's like giving it, it's like rebranding it or reinventing. You can be into reinventing things. Some of you could be an influencer, or you somebody who is, what could I say, you are forward thinking, you innovative. Some of you could be very good with technology, or you have a brain that is very technical, like a tech brain. Some of you could work in tech. Okay, so over here you have the short term and the progress as well. So again, your boss look at you as somebody that could be like a firecracker, somebody that's like a firework. When I say that, you could be somebody that is very, you could be very fiery. Some of you could be a fire sign. Some of them really think that this position that you have is temporary. Whether they're gonna, what is the word? Well, I'm losing my words. Mercury retrograde is in post retrograde, but I'm just losing my words. Promoted. If they don't promote you, you're somebody who would leave the job. You're not going to stay somewhere and get attached to something that is not working for you. And you're somebody that is very prosperous. You have like a prosperous type of energy. That was your first impression of yourself, that you're somebody that's prosperous, somebody who can bring things to the job actually. So, and then your boss look at you, the first impression you gave on your boss is somebody that wants to be, want to have a job that's fulfilling, something that's going to make you happy, a job that you're going to want to wake up and come to. You're not going to want to be at a job that is very draining, very like depressing, or very stagnating. Some of you, if you at this job, if you have a job, side note, this is not what your boss is telling you, this is what I'm telling you, or the impression on your boss get from you. If you at a job and you like an intern, or you're somebody that's an apprentice, some of you may think that what you're going through is like not going to pay out. It's like some of you feel like it's a lot of hard work, and it's not gonna, your efforts are not gonna pay out or pay off for you, but it will pay off. You just kind of have to stay there. And I say that if this is something that resonates with you, stay there for at least 6 months to see if it's something that's going to really work out for you. Don't just say in 3 months it's not going to work out and run. At least stick it out for 6 months and see if things change, or if things lighten up for you. Okay, so let's use my deck. What time is it? I'll use my deck. Clarify this short-term energy. What impression does Pile 1 make on their boss? Clarify the short-term energy. Why Pile 1 says new things take time. It says when you feel stuck, stop and go within. So again, it clarified what I said. If you're new at the job, things take time, so give it at least 6 months. On the flip side, it says when you feel stuck, stop and go within. My brain, I was having downloads coming in, but it stopped. So yeah, your boss see that you're somebody that's gonna reflect. You're somebody reflective. You're somebody that just don't get bogged down. You know that you're somebody who have a lot of talents. You are somebody who brings a lot of things to any job that you go to. You know that you are inventive. You know your worth. You're not going to let nobody breadcrumb you or shortchange you. This is the first impression you give on your give to your boss. Your boss also know that if things seem like it's not going right, you are somebody who does reflection. You are somebody very reflective in life. And in the first 2 piles of your original reading, it was like how spiritual you are. So some of you, your boss, the first impression you give on your boss is that you're very spiritual. And if you're spiritual people don't go for a lot of things that people that are not spiritual go for. So it's like you're sovereign in yourself. Clarify this energy where pile 1 going back to an old job. It says fear is for victims and who have time for that. It's time to decompress. Life can be relaxing. Okay, so what I'm getting from this with fear is for victims and you have no time for that. And on the flip side, the message is if you played a part in the outcome, you are not a victim. And it's quite fitting for these 2 messages to come out, and I'm clarifying a energy like you're going back to. So your boss, the first impression you give or the first impression you make on your boss is you're not somebody who's going to live in fear. You're somebody that doesn't have a big ego to where your ego is so toxic to where you can't apologize if you made a mistake. You are somebody that is, what is the word I'm looking for? You are someone that, again, your ego, you don't have a ego that's like out of this world. You will make things right. If you have gone through something in life, say for instance, this is, oh guys, this energy here is clarifying the flashback. Say for instance, something did happen, right? Say for instance, you was building a business with your boss. You both are bosses. Your boss is a co-owner, you are co-owner, so y'all both are bosses. Say for instance, you were building a business with your friend. That's the other's boss. Something went wrong. Your friend, if this is your friend or your boss, see you as somebody who would go within and see what part you played in this. They will see that you are not a person that is a victim, like woe is me, like everybody's against me. You acknowledge the part you played in things. You are somebody that's mature. You somebody that's reflective. You are somebody, the word is eluding me that I'm trying to say. But you are somebody that is a upright person, an honest, upright person. You don't delve in all that manipulation or falsehood. You don't wear a mask. You're not somebody who try to manipulate the system, basically. It says it's time to decompress. Life can be relaxing. On the flip side of that, it says, who is more important, you or ... So your boss see you as somebody, the first impression you make on your boss is you're not going to slave for your job. You're not going to be a slave. You may take up extra days or do overtime, but you're not somebody who's going to get hooked into constantly doing overtime or somebody who's constantly going to be used and abused. When I looked up, it was 14. 14 is 5, so that's like 5. Your boss see you as somebody who don't have time for ego, who don't have time for the clown show, who don't have time for conflict and all that. You a person that delve in conflict resolution. You are somebody who don't have time to like just delve in negativity and negative energy, because you are somebody that likes to build things. You are somebody who is how can I say, you're inventive. You're somebody that move on. You're somebody also, the first impression that you gave to your boss, I don't know how you did this, but you gave your this impression to your boss that you are always changing, you are always improving yourself, you are always bettering yourself. Some of you could take like extra classes. What do they call those classes? Learning at home classes. You know, when you could take extra, go to extra. I'm getting so many downloads, they clashing right now. They just bouncing and bouncing off each other. And when they bounce and bounce, it's like they just like disappear. You, somebody could like to go to seminars. You could be somebody who like to go to classes like that to learn and stuff like that. You forever moving. You for always like bettering your skills. It's like, yeah, this is what they see. So if you came back to this person and you working with them again, or you went back to a new job, they feel that you don't have a big ego. Like you are somebody they can work with. You somebody they can sit down and reason with. You just mature. And this is not coming out how I want it to come out, but I hope you guys are getting the message that I'm putting down. Clarify, it seems like I don't even have anything else to clarify, but I am going to clarify it just a little more. Clarify, new things take time. You have the Nine of Cups, and then over here you have the Eight of Swords. If somebody tried to like put you in your head, try to tie you up, and try to keep you from your wish fulfillment, you're not going to go for that. You're not going to go for that. Some of you, the first impression you give on your boss is that you're not a quitter. You're somebody that know how to dig deep. You are somebody who know how to go with the good and the bad. Like if you have a job and it's not doing so well, you know how to stick it out. For some of you, you need to have this energy to know how to stick it out. Hold on, let me get this other card. Also with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Cups, it goes back to that reflective energy, like that decompressing energy. You're not going to stay in lack for a long time. Say for instance, something is not going well for you. You are building a business and you see that you're getting pushback and things are not working for you. You're not going to stay in that mind space. Some of you, the first impression you gave on your boss is that you know how to think outside the box. You know how to make things something from nothing. You're also somebody that is very, how can I say? You have infinite abilities. You have infinite abilities to think your way out of any box. If somebody try to keep like information from you or keep things from you from making you succeed, you're gonna how, come on words. You are gonna be the one that makes it out of the maze. Say for instance, if somebody lock you up in a box, tape the box up, tape it down, chain it down, you're going to find your way out of this box. You're somebody that's very inventive. Your brain works at a high octave. Some of you could be artsy. You could like to make pottery. You could be somebody who draw. You could be somebody who design things, etch things, like very creative. Some of you can have, hold on. You can have Pisces and Jupiter, or you could be a Sagittarius, a Gemini. You could be a Pisces, or you can be a Virgo. You're somebody who have infinite abilities. Anything you touch, it expands, it grows. Your boss see you as that too. Say for instance, if you're a chef. I don't know why I'm using chef, because I use chef in the original reading. Say for instance, if you're a chef with all these like bowls up here. Say for instance, if you're a chef and people having their business go down, when you come, these bowls are going to be filled up. It's going to be filled up so much to where they're going to have to be able to produce more bowls that you can fill up. You are somebody who have infinite abilities, period. You are somebody that is not going to be held down. You are somebody that's a boss. You're a leader. You're somebody that can own your own business. This energy here is not like energy where you're going to just stay stuck working for somebody. You will help a person out. You will be there for them. You will help a job out. But you are somebody that know your self-worth. You're somebody who have self-love. And you're not going to be subjected to anybody trying to fearmonger you. Anybody trying to make you feel like a victim or try to put you in a situation where you're going to feel like a victim. Again, this could play out in any role, any parts of your life. If this is not resonating with your boss, this could resonate in your love life. This could resonate with your family. This could resonate with your friend group. So if you have gotten something from this, like and or subscribe. Going off to pound number 2. Till next time in Tarot Land. I'll come back and make it a even 20-minute reading. You also could have Jupiter in Libra, which means you are somebody that is very diplomatic, somebody that know how to smooth over any chaos. You are somebody like peace and harmony. So till next time in Tarotland. How to, if you pick the clear quartz, or if you pick this deck, this is your reading. Shout out to you guys. Surely you seen the title, what impression you make on your boss. So this is what we're going to talk about today. And take what apply, leave the rest. Now, I was explaining to Pile 1 and in the intro, your boss could be your boss, or it could be somebody that has authority in your life, like your family, your mother, your father, an older auntie, a grandmother, a husband, a wife. But this is a boss reading. So if it doesn't resonate for your career, it can resonate outside of your career. So take what apply, leave the rest again. If you're a subscriber new or old, what's popping with you? And if you're a visitor, welcome. Returning visitors, welcome back. So the first card out, you have prickly situation. These came out together, so you have moving up and gift. Then you have answers. On the bottom of the deck, you have influence. And then you have real passion on the top of the deck. So the hidden energy and the hidden energy is influence. So, okay, let's see. What impression you make on your boss? The impression you make on your boss is that now this may be a little triggering for some of you. This is the second time I did this reading and it was toxic. That's why I stopped doing it and I just re-recorded it like as in now. So some of you, your boss see you as, the first impression you make with your boss is that you could be somebody that they initially, when they hired you, they thought you was a good fit, but then as time went along, some type of situation kind of happened where it was like a little tension at your job. You were involved in the tension, but you are somebody that who can work around prickly situations. You are somebody who can, it's either or. You are somebody who can be very tactful and somebody diplomatic. You can be a Libra, you can be an Aries, or if you are the Libra, you're the one that could be diplomatic and have tact. But if you're the Aries energy, they think that the first impression you gave to them is that you do need to be more tactful and a little more diplomatic to reach your goals, to stay at the job. The next impression you gave to your boss is that you are somebody who's willing to work around the issues at your job, especially if you are the Libra or if you are like the Taurus energy, Libra, Taurus energy. If you're a Scorpion and Aries energy, you're the one a little aggressive, the one that needs to learn a little tact or a little diplomacy. And you're somebody who is not really like, you somebody that's kind of fiery and go at it at a fiery pace. If you're the Libra, or if you the shout out to the Leos, happy birthday to you guys. If you are the Leo, Libra, or the Taurus energy, you are somebody who can work around issues. You know how to be tactful. You know how to have harmony, peace and harmony. You know how to make things fair for both parties. So you are somebody who use gentle touch, and they do appreciate that. Now moving on, you are somebody as well, the first impressions, or not even the first impressions, the impressions you gave to your boss is that you are somebody who's very powerful. You are somebody who learned fast. You are somebody who could be promoted, or somebody who could move to a better job or have your own office if you don't have your own office. Say for instance you're working in a team of people and you're all in one room. Some of you will, your boss see like, oh, I can actually give this person a pay raise, or I could give them a promotion and give them their own office and have them be in their own little space where they can just have their own peace of mind and work by themselves to help you climb the ladder, because they see you as somebody that's very successful, somebody who could climb the ladder of success, somebody that is like a boss type of energy. Even if you're an apprentice and you're new there, they see these qualities in you. These are the first impressions you gave them. They also see you as somebody that's gifted, somebody that can have gifts that you can bring to the job. When your first reading came out that I did, Pile 1 and 2, they was viewing you as somebody that was very spiritually gifted, somebody that was very spiritual. So you are somebody that's very talented, or if somebody teach you something, you can learn real quick. This is the first impression you gave to your boss. This, if you are that type of energy, your boss really feel like that you will land a new job if they don't give you a promotion, or if they don't give you a better position. You are somebody that they will lose. So they feel like you are the first impression, not the first, I keep saying the first, but the impressions that you gave to your boss is that you are somebody that they could invest in. You are somebody that's worth investing in. Yeah, and you are somebody that if you have to make business deals, or if you are somebody who have to deal with like finances at your job, or you're somebody, say you're in the medical field and you're dealing in billing. Anybody dealing with billing, anybody dealing with finances, anybody dealing with like, what is that, inventory or stuff like that, they feel that you are somebody who could work with money very well. You are somebody who could bring in more money for the business as well. You can make good business deals as well. You're very gifted at that. Now, the next card out is answers. So I'm getting downloads out. When I said answers, the downloads that I got is like the first. Here I go with the first. Don't worry about the first. Maybe these are the first impressions, but the title is what impressions. So if I say first and if I say impressions, they go hand in hand. The impressions that you made on your boss is that you are the answer. You are the key. You are what they've been looking for. You are the missing component to making their business succeed as an employee. You are somebody who can resolve any type of situations. You are the key to smoothing over any tense situations. If the job is toxic and they hire you as somebody who is a boss or a supervisor, and when I say boss, you know you have the CEO. You could be the COO, but you could be somebody that they hired to smooth over this drama that's going on in this job, and they feel that you are somebody that is the key. They know that they can invest in you. You are somebody that, how can I say? You are somebody that lead with love. You are somebody that lead with understanding. Again, it goes back to you being very diplomatic. So you could be a Libra, a Taurus. You could be a Aries. You could be any water sign as well. Your boss, the impression that you gave your boss, and this could be a first impression as well, that you find unique ways to stand out. You're somebody, like if you go on an interview, you're going to stand out from other people. It's either the skills that you bring, the way you dress, the way you present yourself, the way that you present yourself and carry yourself. Yeah. I like the way this energy changed from pile number, the original reading I did, because it was quite toxic. You find new ways to bring opportunities to your boss or to your job as well. You're somebody that is just a wealth of abundance. Hold on. I'm going to say this real quick and then start clarifying it. But I was saying in your original reading that you guys could be influencers. Some of you could have been bloggers, vloggers. You can be working in that subsect. If you work in that subsect or whatever subsect you work in, your boss view you as somebody that is an influence, somebody that can bring change. Again, if they hired you to bring change to this job, you're going to bring change. You are doing what they hired you to do, and they're very happy with you. Now, if you're somebody who have to do public speaking, or if you're somebody who does like influencing, or if you have videos, you're doing like, what would I say, editing videos, anything that have to do with speaking, videos, and interviewing and stuff like that. You could be a Taurus, particularly with this. Your voice and your opinion matters. Like you have a type of voice, because Taurus rule that. You have a type of voice that is strong Taurus and Libra energy bouncing around here. And then Aries, because you have to have that type of boss energy to make this happen. You are somebody that you are, your voice, it matters. It's important. It can change people's minds. It can change people's opinions. It can get a point across that the average person couldn't bring across. Now, they also view you as somebody that is very passionate. You are somebody that's not going to waste your time in a dead-end job. You are somebody that is true to you. You are true to finding your passion and what you're passionate in. And I like that for you guys. Some of you could be a Cancer or have Cancer in your Mars, or Capricorn in your Mars. Some of them, they view that you like to experiment as well. You're very experimental, and this is how your genius work, your brainiac, like your brainiac abilities work, your brilliance work. And they know that you're not going to settle for less as well. You're not settling for what you don't deserve. You know your worth. You know what you bring to the table. You have self-love. You will put up boundaries. That was a confirmation the way that shit just smacked like that. That's too many cards. Way too many cards. Way too many cards. They see you as somebody that you are a go-getter. This came out in your original reading with that Knight of Swords. You somebody that goes after what you want full steam. You're not going to stop. You somebody that's not going to take no for an answer. And this is more that Aries energy, that Scorpio energy. Some of you don't go about things the best way, but you get the results that your boss want. They just want you to know how to learn how to smooth that over, because some of you are quite immature. When it comes to your emotions, it's like y'all just fly at the seat of your pants because you are so fiery. The world energy. Some of you are very, like, you have a great influence. Some of you are influencers. Some of you are in the limelight. People see you. They see you as an influencer. They see you as somebody that can influence people. They also see you as somebody that is successful. Somebody that is abundant. Somebody that know how to know how to let your hair down too. Because in your reading that I did originally in this pal, it was saying how you know how to decompress. And it's basically this. You know how to decompress. You know how to close, like, karmic cycles. You are very successful. You are somebody that is, some of you could travel for your job. You are somebody that embrace endings and beginnings. That's that Scorpio energy. They think you're very triumphant as well. Even after you fail, some of them see that you have failed in things. But after that adversity, you became very successful. So if you have gotten something from this, like and or subscribe. The Chariot is on the bottom. Capricorn energy. It's like you use your senses to figure out which way to go. You use your intuition. And sometimes your intuition and your downloads clash together, and it ends up working out for you. So yeah, if this was good for you, if it was good for you, if it resonated for you, like and or subscribe. And this is this boss energy I was telling you about. So till next time in Tarot Land. Okay, pile 3, if you pick this lapis lazuli, or if you pick this deck, this is your pile. Shout out to you guys. What's popping with you? I'm sure you've seen the title, what impressions you make on your boss. So we're going to jump right into that. This is what we're talking about today. Take what apply, leave the rest. And shout out to you guys for all you do for the channel. I know I disappeared for a minute, but I'm back now. And if you're a visitor, welcome. Returning visitors, welcome back. So we have 3 cards out here. I have 3 oracles out so far. So the first oracle out is opportunity. The second opportunity. The second card out, see, opportunity. Second card out is, it says tarped, but it's a error. It's supposed to say trapped, but it's in reverse. And then it has frozen. So opportunity. So, and in the bottom of the deck you have future. Top of the deck you have short term. You have messages in pile 1 for you. I'm not telling you to go over there, but I can already see you have messages over there for you if you want to go over there. And if you come from multiple piles, shout out to you guys for viewing multiple piles. Now, let's get back to this. What impression you make on your boss? The impression you make on your boss is that your boss think that you have an opportunity to change your job, or you have an opportunity to start your own business, invest in a new venture or something like that. This is the impression you're giving your boss. So I don't know what's going on around your job, or if you're having difficulties, but they're getting the energy off of you, like you can be other places than at your job. Not to say that is true, but that's what they're getting. And with this, I can read it in the upright and in the reverse. So I'm going to look at it in the upright so I can get clarity of it. You are somebody, the impression you give your boss is, for one, you could be a Scorpio or a Taurus. You could be somebody who have a job that you are not really getting along well in this job, or For some reason, is there energy that your boss feel like you can leave. You probably give them that impression. You probably verbalize it and say, like, you don't have to stay at this job, or you could say it in multiple ways. There's multiple ways of giving this energy off. You could verbally say it. You can say it with your attitude. You can say it with your actions. Some of you, your boss, the first impressions your boss get of you is that you passive aggressive as well. But your boss see that you're not going to stay stuck in any situation that is not behooving you. You are somebody that has a lot of options. Some of you don't even have a lot of options, but you're still not going to stay stuck somewhere you don't want to be. You will look for another job. Say, for instance, you would just quit. You have that mentality where you, not to say you have that mentality, but this is the impression you're giving off. Or it very well could be your mentality that you will quit. Even if you don't have anything to fall back on, you will quit before you be somebody that's trapped in a situation where you feel that you're not being treated, as you should be treated. Yeah, you will let it go. You're not going to stay trapped in it. And then with this Frozen card coming out right after that, it's like some of you, to be honest, this is a side note. This is not, your boss could have said this to you or they couldn't have said it to you, but I'm going to say it to you for a side note, for you in this situation, you probably going through a situation, if you do just jump and quit from this job, you probably have a hard time finding a job. I'm telling you that now, like, not saying it like I'm telling you now, but I'm just giving you that advice. You may have a hard time finding a job, so if you do need the money, stay at this job and try to smooth out whatever it is that's going on there, because it could be a freeze in the hiring right now for whatever job you have. Now, if you're a type of person that is like a popular loner and you cold and you don't like to open yourself up to your boss or to your coworkers, it's time for you to open yourself up, because that energy will get you fired. They will fire you if you're doing that. You need to warm up. You know what I mean? Warm up to get you in a door. Not to be fake, not to wear a mask, but let your personality show a little bit, because your boss seems that they have an impression that you are somebody that's kind of unruly. Now, you have the future and you have short term. With the future over here, it's like some of you could be living in the now. You're not living in energy as planning for the future. You need, some of you, if you have psychic abilities, you can bring that, and you can use those psychic abilities and bring this into prosperity. Another side note, your boss wouldn't say that to you. But in your other original reading and other pals, your boss see you as somebody that is spiritual. So they very well could see this in you. They could be spiritual themselves and don't even like know it. Unbeknownst to them, it could be something that's like subconscious. They just tapping into you subconsciously and knowing that you're spiritual and somebody that can like live in the now. You're not somebody who get caught up in like harping on the past, and you're not somebody who think too fast forward into the future. You're somebody that's here in a here and now, and you have psychic abilities, and your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity as well. And with the short term, your boss seeing is that energy again, saying that you can leave at any moment. You're not going to get too attached. Your boss get the impression that you're not too attached to this. You don't really care about this job to that degree. Like, you would try to find something that's going to fulfill you and be more prosperous, which means some of you could have a shiny object type of energy your boss is picking up on, or you giving that impression to your boss. You could be a Gemini, you could be a Sagittarius as well. Clarify this Frozen energy and what the Emperor. You got that big dick energy. I was saying that the pile number Sila and the Temperance. These are two major arcanas. Two major arcanas is looking in within yourself. You give off the impression, one, that you are balanced, you are spiritual, you are somebody who is balancing your feminine and masculine energy. You could be a Sag, you could be a Gemini, just like I said. You could be an Aries, you could be a Taurus, you can be a Scorpio, or you can be a Libra. With this Emperor energy, you have big dick energy. You are not going to, you stand in your power. You are sovereign to yourself. You're not going to allow nobody to, exalt themselves on you. But you very well could be somebody who is unruly and exalt yourself on people. So you kind of have to be careful with that type of energy. With the Temperance as well, your the first impression you gave your boss is that you are somebody that does have what would I say? You are somebody that is flexible. You are somebody that know how to balance and balance your energy, which means you even kilt. You could be somebody that's very harmonious. You could be somebody that's very patient as well. There's some flexibility here as well. But at these same good attributes, there's some unruliness that's coming off of this pile. It's like you have these good attributes and you unruly. That also can be your masculine energy, and that also could be your feminine energy. So you can be somebody that shapeshift as well. The first impressions or the impressions you give to your boss is like you a shapeshifter. You stand in your power. You stand in your energy. I mean, it's just oozing off of this card. The energy I'm feeling is that, yeah, you know who you are. You're very fiery too. And then you have very, you could work with your hands. Your hands are very powerful. You could be somebody that's a therapist. You could be somebody that's a Reiki healer. You could be somebody that work in the medical field, nurses, doctors, therapists. Your hands are very powerful. You are somebody that wield, you somebody that can wield energy. You somebody who know how to manipulate energy. I'm not going to go too far into that. Some of you could be, what is that, LGBT? That could be your thing. Some of you are earth. Alright, the video cut off, but it didn't cut off in a weird way. So I cleared some space. So I don't know when it's going to cut off, but let me get some messages from here, and then I'll end the reading. Clarify this Emperor energy. What impressions does Pile 3 give to their thoughts? Clarify the Emperor. What impressions Pile 3 make on their boss? It says Cancer in reverse. Why that came out? Cancer in reverse. That Cancer in reverse energy is a type of energy that is like emotionally unstable, emotionally imbalanced. Somebody that is like can be very toxic, and somebody that can be very like arrogant, and somebody could be ignorant. Take it how it applies to you guys. Also, Cancer in reverse energy is an energy of being money hungry as well, or not being good with money. So I don't know how that works out for you guys. Clarify this Cancer in, no, I'm not going to clarify Cancer in reverse with this. Clarify this Temperance. What impressions Pile 3 make on their boss? Says tap into self-love at this time. Why these energies are coming out? Clarify this Frozen. What I'm not using this deck. I'm not. What deck am I use? Hold on for a second. I picked up another deck, right? Look at the card that came out. It's basically like the Frozen, because that's what I'm trying to clarify. But I'm not going to like take it, but it's like detached and cold. So the first impression some of you could have given your boss is like you have no empathy and you are like cold and like detached and stuff like that, but I'm not going to take that energy. Clarify the Frozen. You know what? I'm not going to use this deck either. Hold on. Now, if this energy come back out with this deck, then I'm going to keep it. Clarify the Emperor. What impressions Pile 3 make on their boss? What the fuck? I can't take it. Thief. This is the third time. You see me the third time shuffling it in front of you, trying to get out of that toxic energy. Yeah, the Thief came out. So that's self-explanatory. Some of you could be born on the 24th of any month. Some of you could be an Aries. Some of you is deception. This energy came out in your original reading in Pile 1. And it was, I said I don't want no toxic reading for the first reading. So I'm just going to leave it as that. The Emperor, when I was explaining the Emperor, like, you know, you somebody, what the hell is this? I don't the first impressions is like you're not trustworthy, I would say. A thief is a thief. It's self-explanatory. So I'm just going to move on. let me try to clarify this thief. Clarify this Emperor and this thief. Why is this energy here for Power 3 and their impression? Expectation. So you have this type of energy where you have this like big boss type energy, but it's in a toxic way. It's like you have expectations of what you're supposed to get, this is kind of like unruly energy again. It's very unruly. You could be born on the 28th of any month. Some of you, your boss view you as, the first impression you gave is like you didn't trust your boss, like your boss will rob you, like they're not paying you enough, is what I'm getting from this. And you know you're, because the Emperor is the boss. The Emperor is somebody with structure, somebody that is efficient. But the pet peeve of a boss is somebody who's a procrastinator, somebody who's disorganized, somebody who has like lack of follow-up, you know. They want you to be punctual. They want you to be prepared. They want you to be efficient. So this is a boss energy. This could be the boss. This could be you as the boss energy too. You can read it both ways because the energy is starting to shift. But your boss see you as, because it's like the person is looking at the thief. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, the video died again.